cigar. Yeah, that'll do. I just stepped in dog poop. I mean, what a way to start the day. What kind of dog poops in the driveway? All right, we're going to get some IBC Totes. That's what I keep my firewood in. I think there's about 9 of them we're gonna go pick up, and whew, is it bright outside. All right, let's go get them. Well, we made it, and the nice thing about grabbing these is the guys said I could actually leave the plastic bins here so I don't have to deal with them, which is really nice. So I brought some tools with me. We're gonna take the crossbars off on the ones that need to be taken off, and we'll try to get the bins out of them. This one's pretty bent, so I don't know if this one's gonna come out, but any of the ones that we can get the bins out of, we'll get the bins out of and throw the cages onto the trailer. Okay, I'm gonna get all the easy ones loaded. You just saw how easy it is to pull those bins out of there. All right, so I got all the ones loaded that I want to take. I did leave some of the bins in there or some of the bladders in there because I can use them for tops. So the clean ones I left, the ones that were empty, and these two. These two still probably have like 60, 70 gallons in them, and the cages are crushed, so I can't get the bladder out, and they're too heavy for me to lift on the trailer. So unfortunately, I have to leave these two behind, but we did end up with 6. So I'm gonna strap them down, and we're gonna head down the road. So I'm just about done strapping it up, and as you can see, we've got, you know, probably 15 feet of extra here. And I just want to show you guys how I take care of that. I made a short on this the other day, but I don't know if you guys watch my shorts or not. So if you don't, I'll show you how I do it. If you do, you already know what I'm about to do. And the reason I left this one so long is so I can just toss it in there. But we'll do it with this one here. All right, so first thing you want to do is just stretch it out. Make sure it's straight. And then you're just going to roll it up. Now this one I'm going to leave short because it's just going to hang. So I'll bring it up to there, reach your hand through, grab it. I might have made this too short. All right, now we'll try it again. Reach your hand through, grab it. Take this loop and put this loop, or put your circle through your loop. Grab that loop and then just pull it tight like that. And all of a sudden, now you've got this all tied up. This isn't gonna come loose. All right, I'm gonna do that with the other two, and we're gonna be on our way. Well, we made it home, and everything is exactly as I left it, the way it was strapped, which is perfect. I'm gonna get all these unstrapped to get them off the trailer. We'll pull some of the bladders out, and I show you how I'm gonna cut them to make them covers. Previously I used tarps, but I think the plastic's gonna work better because the tarps rip and they don't work well in my opinion. So we'll cut the bladder to make it a top, and we'll get 2 tops per bladder. We'll have 8 tops. We got 6 here, and so we'll have 2 extra tops from what we brought. All right, so we got one of the bladders out, a couple of them unloaded, and I'm gonna cut a top here. What I'm gonna do is I took some measurements, and I'm gonna take the sides and the bigger 2 out of the 4 sides, and that should lay over top. I'm gonna cut it, I don't know, probably here. It's maybe 4 or 6 inches down, and follow this groove. Hopefully keep it somewhat straight, and then get the whole top off. See how it goes. All right, there's one. So we'll take this over to one of the bins that I already have firewood in, and we'll put it on top to show you kind of what I mean of how I'm going to use it. So you can see I have tarps, and they're pretty well destroyed. So I think these are going to do a little bit better. I might have to get some bungee cords or something, but it'll go a little bit something like this. There, like that. And then it's like a slanted roof, kind of, I suppose. Maybe what I can do is I can cut slits in here, and then what we can do is slide it back like that. Let's try that. Cut some slits in here and it'll sit down. Let me go get the Sawzall. It's a really awkward angle to do this. Like that. Do it on the other side. There you go. I believe that'll do. Now, it is slanted, so the water's going to run off, and when it runs off, it's not going to just fall directly down the back of the wood. It'll be 6-8 inches off. Let me go see what I got in the shop for bungee cords. See if we can throw some bungees on this. See if we can make this look really nice so it won't fly off. All right, I got some bungee cords from the tire chains, and honestly, I don't know if they're going to be long enough. Suppose we'll find out here in a second. I'm going to double them up in hopes that 2 of them together I can stretch. Wowza, that's going to be tight. Sure. I mean, it works. See if I can get one on the front, though. This is going to be a stretch. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. All right, they're on there. That is a much better cover than the tarp. I might have to get some longer bungees though, but for now, that'll do. All right, I'm gonna cut up the rest of those bladders. I'm gonna give them the same treatment this one got, and I'm gonna replace these tarped bins with covered. I think that'll work better. Yeah, I'm still probably gonna get some water coming down the side, but these got grooves in them. So the only water I'm gonna get down the side is gonna be, you know, from here to here, the rainfall. Because anything else is gonna fall into these grooves, run off the back. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of these. So I got all of them except one covered. And that's because I didn't have my tractor out, and I need to move this one to get the top on that one. So most of them are covered. I put the little slits in them so it's high on one end, low on the other. The water will run off. That worked for all of them except that one right there, because you can see that giant bend in it. That's actually the bin that saved my life. If you guys don't know that story, I used to have another garage on this property, and that garage fell down while I was inside of it. My wood was stacked in these bins inside that garage with me. This caught the header, and I fell in between 2 bins. Saved my life right there. So we leave that bin as a stark reminder of what can happen. So we need to move on to the final step to make these IBC totes into Firewood totes. And I'll show you that in a second. So you can see there's a hitch sitting right there. You can see I've got 2 different size bins here. This is a 330 gallon bin, and this is a 275 gallon bin. This one fits exactly 1 face cord of firewood. This one fits exactly a little bit less than 1 face cord of firewood. And the last thing we have to do is obviously cut them out, because we can't reach all the way to the bottom. And the way that you cut yours out is going to be different, because everybody's got a different arm length reach. So on the bigger bins, I actually cut out 2 bars, and on the smaller bins, I only cut out 1 bar. I do it with an angle grinder. That seems to be the easiest way to do it. And I'll throw some Air Pro on and we'll do some cutting. Theodore, what are you getting after? Is it a leaf? Crazy cat. All right, eyes and ears in place. Eyes, ears. And I like to cut just on the inside of this bar to keep this weld. And Theodore, hold on. What are you getting after? Who knows? Like I was saying, I like to cut on the inside of this weld. That way I keep some structure here, and it'll hold the front of the bin together. You'll see you can pretty much reach to the bottom with only one cut off. It might be different for you though. So for the small bins, I can reach all the way to the bottom with just one bar cut off. The big bins, I cannot. And if I didn't mention, you might want to cut the wide side out, because if you cut the short side out, you're not going to be able to reach all the way to the back. And that's it. We have 2 firewood totes. I've got, I don't know how many more I got. I think I picked up 6 today, so 4 more to go. And these will be ready to stack firewood in. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll catch you on the next one.